What's going on, MMA fans? I'm back to talk about uh, Tito Ortiz versus Hamill. Tito Ortiz versus Matt Hamill. Um, Basically, man, who you guys think is going to win this fight? Leave your comments below. Let me know because it's going to be interesting, man. I know who's going to win this fight. Of course, there's a guy by the name of Tito Ortiz that is, for some strange reason, he thinks he's going to cave Matt Hamill's face in, and he's actually making a big mistake by taking this fight because it's going to be an embarrassment to him. And his UFC career, it might be over after this fight. I'm letting you guys know, man. Matt Hamill is going to fucking beat the shit out of Tito Ortiz. After I seen him in that last fight with Jardine, even though Jardine, I'm a huge Jardine fan, very big Jardine fan. Matt Hamill, not so much. I don't dislike the guy, but I'm not a big fan of his either. I like to watch him fight. Because he's gonna come to fight. But only thing that I have a question about Matt Hamill, the fact that him and Tito Ortiz are so-called friends, and Matt Hamill was his first on the pick on the Ultimate Fighter. Tito was his trainer. I don't really know how that's going to affect his brain. I don't think it's going to affect Tito's brain one bit. I have to disagree with this one guy on YouTube that made predictions and said that he think that's going to stand in the way of Tito's head, and Tito doesn't like fighting his friends. That dude is way off, way off. I like watching his videos. He has some good videos, interesting videos, but he's way off on that. I don't think Tito gives a shit about that at all. It's all about the money for Tito right now. I don't even think that he was afraid of Chuck when he fought Chuck. He didn't want to fight Chuck. That's why he made up the excuse about them being friends. Yeah, they may have talked, but like Chuck said, we're not best friends. We weren't best friends in the world. I don't look at you like I look at one of my best friends. This is a business. And we're gonna fight. This is our job. Tito just didn't want to get his ass whooped. You know what I'm saying? So that dude there, you needs to get a clue on that. But yeah, back to these predictions, man. Matt Hamill, if he fights Tito Ortiz the way he fought Keith Jardine, and he doesn't have anything in his mind about, oh, this is my friend, or he was cool, I don't want to hurt him, or anything like that, you will see Tito Ortiz get crushed. And I personally promise you this. And if I'm wrong, I'll get on here and say big ups to Tito for doing a great job. I was completely wrong. I don't have a problem with that at all. But I kind of think that Matt Hamill even took it easy on Rich Franklin, or maybe he just hadn't reached his level of the game that he is right now. I think that Matt Hamill has become a much stronger fighter, especially from that loss, that brutal beating that he took from John Jones, that embarrassment of an ass whooping. It basically got his manhood taken from him. He just got hammered, man. Just got his ass beat, and I think right after that fight, man, Hamill came back and said, "Look, man, I'm gonna win my next fight, or I'm gonna die in this ring. I'm gonna fight," because him and Keith Jardine had a fucking war, and I can appreciate a fight like that. And I'm gonna tell you something. I think that he's gonna come into this fight, if he comes with that same motivation he came when he fought Keith Jardine. I promise you, he's gonna out wrestle Tito. He's gonna outstrike him. And he's gonna win his way to a decision. I wouldn't be surprised if he TKO'd Tito, but Tito's gonna gas in the later rounds. He's gonna make an excuse, and I promise you, Tito will lose this fight. I'm giving him, anything can happen in a fight, but I don't really think Tito's gonna win this fight. I don't think Tito is. A lot of people it's a lot of things I want to comment about. People make these comments about these fighters not being the same as they once were, but who are you to tell them that they were the best fighters in the world? Maybe anyways, maybe they weren't, they wasn't even facing top competition in the first place. The UFC used to make a lot of guys seem better than what they really were back in the day, because they were trying to build these big champions. A lot of UFC had a lot of paper champions. Tim Sylvia, just a lot of them. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to really get into it because I don't want to, hurt you guys' feelings, because I know you're a fan of a lot of guys. You know what I'm saying? But I speak the truth here, and man, Tito Ortiz was never that good to me, man. He beat a lot of guys that you're not even mentionable. Like, don't get me wrong, he beat Wanderlei Silva, but he was, if they would have a rematch, I don't think he would beat Wanderlei. Maybe because of his wrestling, but Wanderlei is not what he used to be. And come on, man. Tito was never that good. Period. So I don't know if Tito doesn't have it anymore. Tito never had it. He never was a great striker. He was a great wrestler. I give him that. But you look that much greater when you're fighting guys who suck. Period. Name somebody that Tito beat that just blow you off your feet like, oh wow, Tito has just beat Shogun. Oh wow, Tito has just beat Anderson Silva. Oh wow, he's just beat Chuck Liddell. Oh wow, Tito has just beat him. Name somebody, because I don't think you can. So stop expecting so much from Tito and so much from these guys that you think is going to come back and just blow you away. Tito's going to get his ass kicked by Matt Hamill. End of story. Leave your comments. Please rate and subscribe.